Listen, are you a mean Christian? At church, are you just this little sweet little angel? And then outside of church, you mean? Okay? People wouldn't even know who you were. Listen, I'm going to share with you something that happened. So I went to Home Depot and I happened to see a lady that was a member of a church that I was a member of at the time. Right? And she was helping me to, at the cash register. She works as a cashier, right? So she didn't remember me, I'm sure, right? But I remembered her because she stood out, because at church she was always so sweet and so kind, and oh my goodness, she was just filled with honey, right? And she was helping me to, to purchase my items from Home Depot, right? When I tell you that woman was rude, that woman was so mean to me. And at church, she was so nice, right? That's why I remembered her, because she was just such a friendly and nice person. Listen, and I know that, maybe she was having a bad day or something like that. And that does happen to all of us, right? But when I tell you that woman was mean, that woman was so rude. And I thought to myself, who are you? Because at church, you are just dripping with honey. And now you are being this mean and hateful person. Which one are you, right? But I said all of that to say, who are we, right? Are we this nice, sweet person at church and, being all friendly with people at church and nice, and, we're just, all this so holy, and, we're shouting and we're, singing the choir, or, maybe we are a deacon, or maybe we are a bench member, right? But maybe we even have a title at church, right? And listen, I don't care who you are, okay? You should still show the love of Christ. You should still attempt to be kind, even if you have a bad day, right? Because just because we're having a bad day doesn't mean that we should take it out on another person, right? And that's not to say that we're always going to be cheerful and at level 50 all the time, right? Because that's not realistic. But we should still show the love of Christ. We should still try to be kind to people, still show love to our fellow brothers and sisters, right? As much as we can, as much as possible, right? Because we are a reflection of Him, right? So we can't be at church being nice and kind, and then when we are at a supermarket or wherever at work, we should still show the love of Christ, right? We should still be kind, because be honest, right? At church, we are just as flawed, right? People that go to church have as many issues as someone that's on the street, right? As a homeless person, for example, right? Listen, people at church drink. I'm sorry. People at church use drugs. I'm just telling the truth, okay? People at church have mental illness, right? The same thing that happens in the streets is the same thing that happens at church. So we should be sensitive to that. We should be kind to our fellow brothers and sisters that we see, right? And, maybe if someone is homeless or something, we want to turn our nose up at him. Well, ma'am, you say that now wait, I'm confused, because you were just shouting in church. What happened? Okay? You see this person that's homeless that maybe doesn't look the way that you think that he should look, or maybe you see a young lady and maybe she has on a short dress, or maybe she's showing a little bit cleavage, or maybe she's not dressed the way that you think that she should be dressed. Well, you know what you should do? Show her love and kindness, right? Because that's your fellow sister, right? That's God's daughter, right? That's God's son, right? And we should treat them the way that we would treat members of our congregation, members of our church that we see every day. We should show the same love to those same people that we think that maybe is not meeting our standards, right? And we should show them love and kindness. But I just wanted to just mention that because, it really bothered me, that this woman was being so loving and so kind at church. And then I see her outside of that and I see a totally different person, right? And that is not right, right? That's wrong, right? Because we claim to be, Christians, which means to be Christ-like, right? And we should reflect that at all times, right? As much as humanly possible, okay? So anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and God bless you. And remember, do not ever give up before the miracle happens. God bless. Bye.